Welcome to Vendée Mag. As the race speeds towards the equator, we'll look back over the opening days. The 2004 winner Vincent Riou is here to help us analyse what makes Charlie Dalin so good. And inside will take us among the crowds that packed the quayside to watch the fleet set sail.
5, 4, 3, 2, top départ, Vendée Globe 2024.
At 13:02 on Sunday the 10th of November 2024, Alain Leboeuf unleashed the 40 sailors competing in the 10th Vendée Globe single-handed round-the-world race.
This is day one of the Vendée Globe! There we go!
Come on, yes, heck, this is it.
This is probably the last people I'm going to see. And now we're officially alone.
And we're off for 3 months.
The only missing ingredient was wind. The world's toughest yacht race got underway at a snail's pace. The slight breeze, barely 5 knots, struggled to fill the mainsails of the 40 Imoccas. The foilers, so impressive when flying, dragged their foils lethargically through the water, allowing the daggerboard boats to steal a march. Benjamin Ferret was the first to cross the line. Conrad Coleman got in a tangle and started an hour behind. However, the feeble wind did offer the 40 men and women a moment of relief in which to recover from the wave of emotion that submerged them as they walked down the pontoon and hopped aboard to set sail.
We're here to cheer these ordinary men and women who are off to do something extraordinary. It'll be wonderful, and every skipper will be pumped up on adrenaline.
Sunday at dawn, Charlie Dalin was the first to leave the pontoon.
First out, first in.
Heart-wrenching goodbyes ensued as the skipper said farewell to their loved ones.
Seeing all your friends here gets to you. The emotion has to come out. We are human after all.
It's been my dream to be here, and it's just so special. It blows me away. It's really a very special moment.
Just getting this boat, this team to the start line today is 3 years of really non-stop work.
An incredible boat, wonderful sponsors, a splendid team. I'm so proud and thrilled to be here.
Take care.
We've done it. We can enjoy it now. When I'm in my boat, on the start line, it'll help me knowing you're all here together to celebrate. It'll give me a great buzz. I love you all. I'm off to do what I love the most after my family, and that's sailing. The Vendée Globe's crazy. You go from the crowds and the euphoria to just focusing on your race.
400,000 people formed a guard of honour along Les Sables d'Olonne Canal to salute the heroes leaving for 3 months at sea.
Beaucoup d'émotions aujourd'hui.
Really emotional today. Leaving Les Sables d'Olonne. It's something else.
Des Sables d'Olonne. Mais voilà, on va se mettre dans la régate doucement.
We'll set off steadily. The weather's good. Tonight should be calm. It'll be a great way to get into our stride.
Ça va être une bonne chose pour se mettre en route.
The first sunset of the 2024 Vendée Globe. It's magic.
The skippers spent the first night in search of an elusive wind. Charlie Dalin charted an accurate route and was quickest in the moderate wind. He topped the Monday morning rankings ahead of Sébastien Simon and Sam Goodchild. Jibing was the order of the day, and then reefing in anticipation of the high winds forecast off Cape Finisterre. The tricky passage veering round Spain with its busy commercial shipping lanes was in sight. The first strategic choice of the race had to be made between an inside and an outside line while conditions remained calm.
A different kettle of fish tonight. It'll be a lot windier. There'll be plenty of action and difficulties. I can't wait to round Cape Finisterre and get across the shipping lanes. The next 2 days will be windy too. It'll be busy and wet.
The first gale arrived and shook the skippers. The sea was short with a strong head-on current. It was the first rough night for the sailors. They had to tack constantly to skim La Coruña and the tip of Spain like a skier attacking a slalom pole.
Oh, what a mess. I'm fed up. Got to get all that back up now. This is called bearing away. I'm trying to retrieve the situation. We've got 35 knots, so we mustn't tear any sails. Then we need to get the boat back upright and back on course. We're getting wet. The sea's vile. Very strong wind. Still 38 knots. But we've got a lovely sunrise. Dawn is nice when you can see the boat again after hours in darkness.
Back marker Zhu Jingkun was in pain with a sprained ankle.
I found this to secure my ankle. It's awful. The wind will get up tomorrow. But I'm having trouble walking. It's strapped, but it's not great.
Maxime Sorel also had a sprained ankle. Struggling to reef his mainsail, he climbed onto the boom and fell when a wave struck. He needed to climb the mast to fix his hook.
I climbed halfway up, but it was pointless. I've been fighting with the mainsail for 2 days now. I've 3 reefs, but the mainsail car is broken, so I don't know what to do. We spent so much time getting ready. We've got problems like this already. Damn!
Sorel's next move was to find shelter off Madeira to try and repair the damage. The first of the outsiders has been KO'd. The skippers crisscrossed as they rounded Cape Finisterre. Charlie Dalin and the leaders hugged the coast on the inside of the shipping lanes. It was a shorter route, but required them to manoeuvre all night. Others believed that so much energy for little gain was pointless and moved further offshore to minimise the risks. The only one to head way out west was Nicholas Lundven. He lost ground in doing so, but expected to soon make it up. Lundven was the first brave soul to opt for something different. As we learned later, however, he was being held up by a mechanical issue.
A tiller came off and a line got caught on the rudder. I had to stop the boat for 2 or 3 hours to fix it, so it didn't help. I lost quite a bit of time.
Lundven was the second outsider to be in trouble, but recovered well to get back in the race, and in the process he set a new 24-hour distance record for a solo skipper in a single hull boat, 546 nautical miles. On Tuesday morning, Sam Goodchild used the coastal wind curve to take the lead from Dalin. Lateral distances between the boats were now increasing. Furthest east was Louis Burton, Yannick Bestaven and Boris Herman, in sight of one another approaching Gibraltar. They should all converge again to round Madeira.
Louis Burton in Bureau Valley is at close quarters, and Boris Herman's back there too. We're progressing well though. In this breeze off Portugal.
Thomas Riou on Vulnerable was gradually shifting back to a central route, but had to deal with water ingress into the forward locker.
The leaders are going quickly, but I'm hanging on. I'll be back in the race when I can repair the leak.
Since the start, Jeremy Bayou and Sébastien Simon have never been out of the top 10, and they're also trying to keep up with the leader's sustained pace. Further west, Johan Richon put his Blue Monday behind him to step on the gas in a strong wind and climb the rankings. His bold move saw him lead on Wednesday morning.
I really worked hard rounding Cape Finisterre. I hope I didn't take too many risks with the boat though. We've still 30 knots, 45 last night. I'm trying to get into a smoother pace for the Vendée Globe, but it's tough. The boat speeds up in the waves and ends up slamming like that. I mean, I'm happy with my position. I've caught up with Charlie. He'll not get away.
At the heart of the fleet, Benjamin Ferret and Jean Le Cam have enjoyed a decent start to the race, swapping the lead of the Daggerboard boat rankings. With Conrad Coleman in the mix, they hover around 15th place overall. The Round the World race is well underway. Pushed on by the wind, the fleet continues its swift descent towards the equator. However, a few windless areas on the way should reshuffle the cards. On Sunday afternoon, Charlie showed superb routing and accurate route choices. With economical manoeuvres and skilled positioning, he quickly set the pace, even later when the fleet caught up along the Spanish coast. Vincent Riou, winner of the 2004 Vendée Globe, is with us. Hi Vincent.
Bonjour.
What makes Charlie Dalin so skillful and so good?
Because he's Charlie. He's a hard worker. He came here for a rematch. And he's determined. Now, looking back at the start, it's clear that Charlie Dalin has the best boat for transitioning to liftoff.
Un bateau qui est certainement le meilleur, on va dire, dans la transition de décollage de ces bateaux-là, c'est-à-dire que
his boat is quite distinctive. Now, they've all made strategic choices in the design of their boats. He wanted something versatile that would take off very early. Now, when the wind picks up, as it did on Sunday evening, for anyone used to seeing him sail, there's nothing surprising in seeing him lift off first and break away quickly.
C'est pas étonnant de le voir décoller en premier, de réussir à faire le break rapidement. Voilà, il a optionné.
The design of his boat was really a gamble on moderate weather. Now, so far that's paid off, along with hard work and plenty of talent. He's here for that rematch, and he'll never give up.
So from the start, it's his commitment that sets the tempo. He's the one who dictates the pace. What do you think of his commitment now? We saw that some sailors chose to pass outside the TSS, like Yannick Bestaven, because it was physically demanding with a lot of manoeuvring between the TSS and the Spanish coast. Are you surprised by him raising the bar from the outset?
No, that doesn't surprise me at all. It means he's very confident in his boating skills. He's looking well prepared. Now, he has high self-esteem, and it's in his interest, really, to set the pace from the start. The first part of the race, from the Sables d'Olonne to the Equator, barring Cape Finisterre, that'll be marked by predominantly moderate winds. This is a chance for a boat like Massif Santé-Prévoyance to really break away. I think he'll establish a fast pace from the start, knowing the race can potentially be won at any point, even on the first stretch, by making a break in the North Atlantic.
Why is the boat faster in moderate wind than others better suited to downwind sailing in the Great South?
The hull shape is relatively flat and streamlined fore and aft, so the boat can reach high speeds in moderate winds. In addition to slightly different slender foils, you have minimal drag at low speeds. Guillaume Verdier, the boat's architect, designed slightly thinner and more flexible foils compared to the rest of the fleet, effectively controlling ventilation. Now, other architects have gone for slightly stiffer and thicker foils. They generally control the boat's trim through their geometry, meaning the higher the boat lifts, the less foil is submerged. That's what control's all about.
Et c'est ça qui fait la régulation. Enfin voilà, c'est des
It's
choix
worth following these
architecturaux
new
qui
architectural
sont
choices.
intéressants à suivre
This
aujourd'hui,
gives him a
mais
slight
voilà, qui nous donnent un
advantage.
petit avantage au collage. On avait
In the
fait un
preparatory
guide
races and training sessions, it was
aux
evident that his
préparations,
boat's
ainsi que
key
sur, les
strength
stages
enabled him to
d'entraînement
consistently outperform his
c'était un point
rivals
fort de
in
son
liftoff
bateau et que
conditions.
ça lui permettait assez facilement dans les conditions de décollage comme ça de faire la différence sur ses concurrents.
He knows that the descent of the Atlantic offers him the opportunity to build a gap and reach the roaring 40s as quickly as possible. Is that the overall idea?
L'idée de la stratégie des uns et
The
des
idea
autres,
behind everyone's
c'est
strategy is
que,
that
il y
in
a
the
des-
2024
dans les
generations of
générations
boats,
bateaux
recent
2024,
boats such
on va
as
parler
Paprec
des
Arkea,
des
Thomas
derniers
Rion's
bateaux,
boat
mais il y a des
Vulnerable,
bateaux
and Boris
comme,
Herman's boat
Paprec
are all perfect
Arkea,
examples of
Vulnerable,
downwind
bateau
and
Thomas
southern
Rion's,
seas
ainsi que
designs,
le bateau de
perfectly
Boris
suited to the
Herman,
windy
qui sont des
conditions
bateaux
of the Southern Ocean.
très typés portants, très typés mer du Sud, qui vont être très efficaces.
But the
dans les
features mean
conditions,
sacrificing a
ventées
little bit of
des eaux
performance at low
océans,
speeds,
mais qui,
especially in
qui
moderate
pour
winds.
réussir à avoir
That'll affect the
ces
descent and ascent of the
qualités-là,
Atlantic.
ont dû sacrifier un peu de performance aux basses vitesses, au temps médium, que sont la descente et la remontée de l'Atlantique. Donc forcément,
Now, Charlie will
va
naturally
pas
adopt
avoir
a
la bonne
different strategy to his
stratégie
rivals, whose boats have different
que ses
characteristics.
concurrents, qui
He
ont
plans
des
to make a
bateaux
move during the descent of
différemment.
the
Lui, il va
Atlantic,
essayer, il va
leveraging
essayer de
his
faire le rec sur la
performance
descente de
advantage.
l'Atlantique parce qu'il sait qu'il a un vrai avantage de performance pour
While it's a
essayer
challenging strategy,
idéalement, c'est
positioning
pas quelque chose
himself
qui
ahead of the
se fait
competition in a
facilement, mais
favourable
rentrer avec
weather
un
stream in the
système
Southern
météo
Ocean
d'avance,
will force
sur
them
ses
to use different
concurrents,
tactics.
dans les océans australes. Voilà, ils vont avoir des jeux différents. C'est sûr que voilà, lui
It's
va
obvious he'll be
avoir
raising the bar in the first 3 weeks of
dans ses
racing.
3 premières semaines de
He won't miss
course,
any
et je pense qu'il va pas
opportunities.
s'en priver.
Merci Vincent. Pour terminer ce Vendée
Thank you,
Mag, eh
Vincent.
bien, nous
To
allons
wrap up
revenir,
this
sur
Vendée
le
Mag,
chemin
we're
des
heading
Sables
back to
d'Olonne.
Les Sables d'Olonne
Nous
Canal.
avons eu toute l'attention
Early
portée sur
Sunday
les
morning,
pontons
all eyes
dimanche
were on the
matin. Nous
pontoons.
sommes allés nous promener du côté
We took a
de
walk
la
amongst the
Chaume,
crowds near the
sur une grande
grandstands
tribune,
on the
le
Chaume
top de
side,
loisirs de ce stade génial,
where thousands of
avec,
spectators
des
had gathered
spectateurs
since
qui s'étaient
dawn.
passés là dès l'aube.
Ça commence à monter.
Things are heating up.
De voir 250 000 personnes qui vont
Seeing 250,000 spectators cheering on the skippers by name is part of the Vendée Globe magic. They'll be coming from that side. That's the ocean. We have a great view.
On a une vue extra. C'est des héros, quoi.
They're heroes. You have to do this at least once in your life. Hi, would you like some free cookies?
Un obstacle parfois pour l'évolution du bateau.
Je viens de Brive-la-Gaillarde en Corrèze.
I'm from Brive-la-Gaillarde in Corrèze, and this is my first Vendée Globe. It's been an incredible experience, with an amazing atmosphere in the channel.
Vraiment qui réchauffe le cœur avec
The sailors engaging with their supporters.
proches de leur public.
We've come a long way from Nancy. It's inspiring to see skippers like Maxime Sorel, who actively engaged with their fans. There's this great atmosphere.
Pour l'événement, donc,
I have an overhead projector so people can watch the descent of the channel.
Bien sûr retransmis.
For anyone from Les Sables, the Vendée Globe is a big event. We relish it. We love sailing, boats, the skippers, and the adventure itself. I wish you all a fair wind with all our hearts. Yeah, it's great. Enjoy. The public was thrilled to see you. We wish you a good race and all the best. Bravo and good luck.
We wish you fair winds and good health, and, as we say in Belgium, we'll have a drink at the finish. We're with you, we're all behind you.
Thanks for this dream. Thank you. It was great.
Vai alla grande, Pedote. Ciao a tutti quanti, buon vento.
Good luck, Violette d'Orange. Hope you win.
Good journey around the world. See them when they're all back again.
Jérôme, this time will be the one. But Max, I'm counting on you too. Hey Thomas, fair winds from Laurent, from Dunkirk. I'll have the hat on at the finish too.
Team for Charlie!
Get ready folks, the young blood's here. Bon voyage. Good luck.